Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 7 PvP base locations on the Eden and Rockwell's garden sides of the biomes. That is what will be included in this video. I will cover rat holes and I will not cover the bases that have to do with meshing, so things that you build under the mesh, because of course these will be patched out. So we are with the first location here. I'm going to show you where it is in a second. Just want to show you the surrounding area, but it's right here in this corner. It is tucked away, and as you can see, compared to my character, this is quite a large place. So this would be aimed for maybe a medium to large tribe. You can see here you can place quite a few foundations. It's really tall, so you can go quite tall. There's only one way in, so really highly defendable. You can breed dinos here and all sorts. Definitely a good location for a larger tribe. Now, this is just one of these little holes. I'll show you the other one later on, but just to give you a good idea of what you can do with this. And here we are with the map location, and of course the GPS coordinates. I will zoom on to the GPS coordinates as well. Most of you might already know about this, but I will show you some others later in this video that I have found. So this is pretty much it. This is base location number 1, and of course we're going to go on to the next one. So here we are with the second base location, and as you can see, it is similar to the previous one that I showed you. Again, this will be good for a medium to large tribe. Again, really defendable. Really, there's only one way into this location if you're going to get attacked, and that is from the front, so you can focus all your defenses in that direction. I'll show you the map and GPS coordinates right now. Similar to the first one. I mean, most of you will most likely know about these, but there will be more hidden bases to come later in the videos. Okay, so with that said, we're going to move on to the next base location. So here we are with another base location. Now, I set up my base up there in that little hole right there because I like it. It looks very techy, but not far from it, there's actually another good base location, and it's actually in the corner of the map, well, edge of the map more like, and it's right here. This is like a little tunnel area right here. It's also well illuminated, so you can definitely defend quite well. This would be something for a larger tribe, and as you can see, compared to my character, big difference in terms of size. Really flat, so this is quite nice. I suppose the only difference would be that there isn't as such a watering hole, so you would have to create a waterless base, but that's what it is. And I'm just going to show you that you can't really place the cliff platforms here, but you can place foundations at the bottom and you can work with that. So still a good location, still a very large base location, and this would be good for a very large tribe. So yeah, here we are with the position on the map and GPS coordinates, so you guys can see. Really not that difficult to find, to be honest, and so this is why I'd probably recommend this location for your tribes that can actually defend this. It's a good spot. There are only 2 ways in, but it might take a lot of effort to defend it because of course a lot of people will know about it, and of course you can be attacked from the ground and the air as well. So here we are with another base location, and this time around we are on the Rockwell'S side, and this will be what we're looking for in terms of the structure. So down here behind this tentacle we can sneak down and we will be nice and tucked away. So this would be more like a little rat hole if you want to go for that type of thing. The building here will be a bit more on the awkward end, just to point that out. But you can build and you can set up a nice little base. It'll be nicely hidden away. You just have to find a way to kind of squeeze everything together. This isn't really my specialty. There's a lot of you guys out there that would probably know how to do this better than me, but I'm going to show you that you can put things down, and definitely going to be a fairly defendable base. There is only a small gap that they can come through if you do this right, so definitely worth building down here. if you want to. So I'm just going to show you that you can actually, well, I think there's quite a decent area to work with, to be honest, if you think about it. And you can have some large structures here as well. So yeah, this is base location number 3, and this is what it'll look like from the outside. So very, very difficult to spot unless they actually know that it's right there that they're looking for. So just to kind of point that out. So here we are with the map location and GPS coordinates for this base location. I'll leave this out for a bit and we'll show you the coordinates as well so you can see them for yourself. And the vast majority of base locations from here on will be on the Rockwell Garden side. There's more bits you can hide in. So here we are with another base location here on the Rockwell Garden side. As I said before, there's more places you can hide here. There's more cracks that you can stash things away. Now, as you can see, we are quite high up, and still you can't see where I set up a base. You can't see anything. Oh, we're about to see things pop into the ground, and this is quite cool because it is close to the skybox, so we are well out of render distance. Unless they know about this location, they won't really come looking for you. And I wanted to show you that you can't really build right in the corner, but further down you can actually start putting the cliff platforms. And I want to show you the height that you can start putting cliff platforms at. You might want to go a bit lower because of course there will be a limitation to the sky, or that the skybox will cause in terms of where you can build. Now further down here, if you want to be even better tucked away, will be another location that you can build, but I'd probably cover both of them. I'd probably split the base into 2 locations, one up here, so yeah, so you don't have any neighbors really. And let's pick this one up and I'll show you the other location down here, and I'm show you that you can place some cliff platforms as well. And I'm going to try and place them as if I were building a base. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to be too precise or anything, but I want to show you where you can place the cliff platforms. And as you can see, you can kind of go all the way around. You can have like a little dip here as well, and it is really nicely tucked out of the way. There are several ways in, but it is in a dip close to the skybox, so you want to keep that in mind. So unless they specifically know that your base is here, it's unlikely that they'll come looking for you. So I'm going to show you the map and GPS coordinates in a little bit, just so you guys know where to look for this. But this is what it looks like from a distance, and we are quite high up off the ground as well. So really nice location. Here we have the map, and we're going to do the GPS coordinates in a little bit. And we have the GPS coordinates. And feel free to pause the video if I'm going too fast. I'm trying to go quite slow with the GPS coordinates so people can read them, take notes and stuff like that. Although it's a possibility that most people may already know about these locations or similar locations. Anyways, with that said and done, we are going to go on to the next base location, which is actually at a distance from this location but similar to this location at the same time. It does offer a good high place to build. So this is the next location that I was on about, and this is what it looks like from a distance. It is right on the corner of the map. It is quite high up. This is where we were before, right there, and here is where we are right here. And as you can see, a little dip right there. Now, one thing you can keep in mind here is you can't actually attach platforms to the structures in the game that are on the edge of the map, if that makes sense. The metallic structures of the ark, of the ship, whatever you want to call it, you can't attach anything to that. But you can attach structures to the rocky cliffs. You can even go lower if you want with the cliff platforms as well. And from a distance, as you can see, difficult to spot. If they do come looking, it's because they already know about this spot, or they've seen this video, or they've already spotted the potential of this particular location. But on these structures right here, you can't actually build. You have to do it on the stone structures. So here we are with the map location, and I'm going to show you the GPS coordinates as well for this little hiding spot. Now we're going to move into some more secretive base locations in a bit for those that are a smaller tribe. These were initially for medium to large tribes, the locations that I've shown you. So here we are with a spot for a smaller tribe. It is really well hidden. Now I feel like this may potentially be patched out at some point in the future, but we're looking for this structure right here and the tentacle that goes up, and this one comes with a little bonus. But bear in mind when you do build here, so here we are with the map, just kind of show you where we are compared to the previous location. We want that structure right there, and we've got the GPS coordinates, and we're gonna go on the top of the lower tentacle, where the tentacle comes out of the structure. So right there, and we're gonna go into this little hole right here, which, as I said, I have a feeling may potentially be patched out. It's not a meshing base or anything, but it is like a little crevice that we're taking advantage of. I mean, I personally would leave stuff like this just because I think they're fun. But as you can see, you can place down foundations. You can come further up right here. You can actually place down some more foundations. I'll show you that in a bit later. But there you go. You saw it flash green. So you can do quite a few things here. It's not going to be a single base as such. It will be made of multiple little pieces. But there's actually a catch. So this isn't the lowest level. There is another level right here. This is a very tight squeeze. And I'm going to go into walk so I can show you how you can get in. You just basically wiggle around, and eventually you'll end up falling through the little hole. As you can see right there, we do a few jumps, and right here you can have a little stash. Now getting in is easier than getting out. I'm going to warn you, there's a little bit of effort here. This is slightly on a slope, so you have to take that into account, but you can definitely place a couple of things down here and have a stash, maybe some pillars with some mortar and pestles. And to get out of this hidey hole, you'll just have to wiggle a bit more. Here we are with the next base location. It is on the opposite side of that tentacle that I showed you, and map location is up. Here we have the GPS coordinates. So I'm going to zoom in on the map. As you can see, we're quite close to the edge, and we're looking for this tentacle right here, and right there, this is the tentacle that we want. Right at the bottom, we are going to find a nice little hole. Again, I feel like this will get patched, and I personally like this one a bit more. I think it's pretty neat. Now at the base of it, there isn't all that much space that you can build, but the perk of this is that you can build tall. So I'm just going to show you that in a bit. Now you can't really put any cliff platforms in here, just to kind of show you that. And I'm going to show you how to go about building tall, because I've been playing around with this, and of course you can place down pillars. So let me show you that, and this is probably how I would kind of shelf it. But again, keep in mind that I don't think the devs intended for this, so it might potentially be removed later on if you do build in here. So yeah, very easy to get in, one way in, easily defendable, couple of turrets. It should make life difficult for whoever wants to come and raid you. I kind of like these things, and I think the devs maybe should consider creating some deliberate rat holes just to keep things fun and interesting for PvP players. Definitely a perk. Now, it's very important to note that, as I said before, my server settings are very similar to what you would find on official Ark servers as far as base building goes, and I have tested many areas around the map. One thing that I have noticed is that on the metal structures that act as the border for each biome, you're not really allowed to attach absolutely anything. So we can't put up the metal cliff platforms, we can't put down foundations and stuff like that, even if it does look flat. So I'm trying to aim these videos for more your official players, and so that's why I want to keep those settings. Plus I do like the challenge of finding base locations and stuff like that in my own gameplay as well. With that being said and done, that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links, as of course, you can find down below in the video's description. And until next time, stay safe, folks.